Hi, I'm Johnny B, and welcome to MISD Sports Talk. As we hit the links, we're talking golf, and we're focusing on the McKinney Lions. Great to be joined by coaches Jeff Jacobsen and Chris Rednour. And Jeff, I'll start with you on the girls' side. The Lionettes had at least 6 top 10 finishes this year. When you started the season, is that where you thought you'd be, or did they excel in places? Where did you think you'd place when you first started the season?
I was really encouraged because our first tournament out of the chute, big tournament over in Fort Worth, we placed third. We had a lot of top 10 finishes individually, and it was really exciting to see that happen. I knew we were going to kick things off, and then to finish up the year as a district runner-up and get second place in districts. And Lindy won the district championship, the #1 player for the district. And it's the first time we made regionals in 9 years, so I was really excited about the way they played, and not just how they played now, but the future of our team.
When you take a look at the program now and obviously, excelling in some areas, do you feel you're in a good position to go forward?
I think we're in a great position. Everybody's coming back but one of the girls. So we got 4 out of the 5 are returning. And I'm really excited about next year and where we should go and what we have, the opportunities we're going to have for next year.
Talk about this year a little and some of your top performers, from your seniors to your underclassmen. Who do you think excelled this year and helped the cause?
Lindy and Brittany, Lindy Patterson and Brittany Bruce, really helped our cause a lot. They both were consistently going back and forth. At the end of the year, there was only 0.3 of a stroke difference between their final end of the year averages, and they consistently performed. Golf is a very individual sport, but as a team, they'd get together and help each other out, work each other through things, and talk a lot, and it was a great team atmosphere that we had this year.
Summertime obviously is a lot of time to play golf and also get fine-tuned for next year. So what do you say to your team to get better? Where do you think there's areas that they can improve, and what advice do you give them as they head into the summer months?
I tell them, don't take the summer off. Golf is like playing the piano or studying. The more you put into it, the more you're going to get out of it. And the summertime is a great opportunity for them to practice more, work on those things they feel they need to work on a little more intensely. They can get out and play, and there's a lot of tournaments, a lot of junior tournaments throughout the area. They can go all over the country and play in tournaments if they want, and it's just a great time to really kind of tune their game up a little bit.
Coach, thanks so much. As we look at the boys' side, Coach Rednour, when you first went into the season, how did you think your team fared?
Well, I knew we were really solid with our seniors at the top, but it was going to be mixing and matching all year long. Normally you take 5 to a tournament, but several times I took 6 or 7 to let those bottom layer guys play against each other to see how they would do. We steadily improved all year. We didn't finish worse than, only one tournament did we finish worse than 4th all year long. We kept having to work at the 4 and the 5 spots. And finally we got the right guys in those spots, and it was some younger guys. And then the second day of district, we shot 11 better than any other tournament we had all year. And then at regionals, the second day, we bettered that by 7 strokes. So they made a steady improvement all year long, and the younger guys helped bring the older guys helped bring the younger guys along and got them up to speed. And then the 2 sophomores, one of them shot 74 at regionals, and the other shot 78 at district. So the 2 young guys at our 4 and 5 spots ended up making a big contribution at the end.
When you talk about great individual performances, Spencer Dillard's name right up there at the top. What a great year he had.
Yes, he won 4 tournaments, including was the district champion. And he either won or tied 4 tournaments. Played really well and ended up getting to go play in the state championship and represented McKinney really well up there, I thought.
When you look at the nucleus coming back for your squad, how do you think you fare going into next year?
We lost 3 seniors off our top 5, so it's going to be a rebuilding year, but every year is a rebuilding year. You never know from one year to the next how they're going to play, how interested they're going to be in it. And we're going to mix and match. I mean, everybody's going to have an equal shot at it, but I always expect us to be successful at McKinney High.
Did the weather play any havoc with you guys? I know I talked to the baseball coaches who went through a lot. How about with the golf season?
I've been doing this for 18 years, coaching golf, and coaching for 23 years, and I've never had this situation we had this spring where this is the first time we didn't get to play the maximum number of tournaments. I rescheduled, and rescheduled. I had one that was rescheduled 3 times, and all 3 times got snowed or rained out. But it was quite a challenge to be able to deal with that, and then all the rain, being able to get a regular practice in. But that's one of the things I liked best about my team this year is they never complained. They were just, I've had teams that were better than they were before, but they would kind of whine about it's too wet, it's too cold. These guys, they just went out and performed. And the district preview in the fall, I thought was a great example that they won that tournament. And I don't think we had a par in the last 6 holes between all 5 guys. The wind was blowing 40, 50 miles an hour. They never complained. They just kept in mind, you just got to beat the guys you're playing against, even if you don't have, your best score that day. And they were able to get those things done. So I was proud of them in that aspect of handling it.
Coach, thank you so much. We look forward to next year. Thanks for your time.
Appreciate it.
Johnny.
And that's our highlight for the McKinney Lions golf program. When we come back, we'll find out about the Bulldogs from McKinney North.